TwitchCon. Okay, so me and Koi, I went with Koi, by the way, in case you didn't know. I was there undercover. I wasn't gonna be like, oh, meet and greet, whatever. It was just me undercover because my first year, I didn't know what everybody looked like, so I was just going there undercover.
Welcome back, Aquwa. I guess missed you or whatever. Also, you didn't try sniffing anybody's chair, right?
Why would I sniff chair?
My promises of donating and all.
That just gave me a light headache. Oh, holy crap. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I went with Koi. We landed on Thursday. Oh my god, we were really just like, you know, freaking pumpkin. What's it called? Wait, what is it? Country bumpkin. There we go. We're not pumpkins. We're country bumpkins because there were so many parties.
She sniffed all the chairs. That's why she got sick.
Okay, you're muted. So we're not country pumpkins. Country bumpkins because once we arrived, so me and Koi, we're like still small. I'm not small, but it's like I'm still new to the sphere. I don't know anything. I don't know anybody. Oh my god, hold on a second. But yeah, me and Koi, we don't really know a lot of people. We're still small guys deep down. So apparently on Thursday there was like a whole party going on that everyone was invited, but not us. So we didn't even know what's going on. Apparently it was a big party with all the people and it was really cool. But I wasn't invited. So instead, what we did do is we landed. Okay, I was really tired. We were really tired. So even if they didn't invite us, I don't think I would have went. But I'm just saying, you know, maybe next year you guys can invite me too. You know, I might have not made official that I was going, but you know, it'd be cool to know of these party invitations. Anyways, instead of going to the party, me and Koi went to get our nails done because I am an idiot. I did my own nails at home, but obviously as a amateur, two of them fell off while I was like at the airport because I was, you know, I'm dragging like luggages and it's like rough work. So two of them fell off. So once we got to San Diego, we decided to just get our nails done, have some food, go to Walmart, buy some stuff, and then like make the Airbnb all nice and wholesome and stuff. But yeah, we went to Walmart and get our nails done. Not at Walmart, but we went to Walmart, buy our stuff for our Airbnb because I'm a clean freak, and that Airbnb, I'm not gonna lie, I think I got scammed. The hotel right next to the con was cheaper than our Airbnb. Whoever told me, oh my god, Aqua, you should book in advance. That is such a lie. Do not believe it because we booked in advance, right? Back then, a lot of things weren't open yet. Yet I got there and I checked all the local, like, you know, Airbnb. There were so many more places that opened up. So do not pay in advance for Airbnb. That is such a lie. But yeah, you guys just wait until the con week to book your Airbnb or your hotel because there were so many places that opened up right as the con started. And we felt so scammed because the hotel right next to TwitchCon was way cheaper than whatever we had. And the thing we had was so like sketchy. It wasn't a very dusty neighborhood. And I was actually kind of scared at first. But at the end of the day, no, there was no cockroaches, there was no bugs. It seemed a bit sketchy, but you know what? Overall, I'm still alive and I haven't contracted any diseases, so that's good. I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad I'm alive too. I'm glad I didn't die. But I thought I was gonna die on the very last flight from the airport to my city. I thought I was gonna die because the aircraft was shaking like crazy when it landed. So I thought I was gonna die, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, with all the bad news coming out, I was a bit worried about you. Ernie, this is why I went undercover, you know? Nobody know who I am, so it's all good. But I wonder if I did do a meet and greet, I wonder if I have any psycho fans that will do that to me. Please don't do that to me. But I'm just wondering though, do you think there's any psycho... You know, I don't want to know. On Thursday when we landed, you know, there was supposed to be a party at the end, but we went to bed at 9. We went to bed. Okay, hold on. Let me think. Oh, yeah, me and Koi, after we got our nails done and got our stuff from the Walmart for our Airbnb, we went to bed at 10 p.m. And then I woke up later that night because obviously new place. I don't really sleep well in a new environment. So I woke up again at like around 1 a.m. And guess what I saw? Freaking the girls, some VTuber girls. Well, it's not some VTuber. I know who they are, but I don't know if them going is like public knowledge. So I'm just gonna say some VTuber girls. I know who they are, but some VTuber girls was like in one of the Discord servers, be like, "Hey, party at our place. Anybody want to come?" And I was like, "It's 1 a.m. I'm in bed eating. I'm snoozing." So I didn't go obviously, but I think that was after the big party, the big official party. And then you know, after that, the girls went back to their place and then hosted another, you know, house party, which I didn't go because I was sleeping. Anyways, I'm too old for parties. So that was Thursday. We didn't do much except for our nails, which I will show you with hand cam in just a moment. And then on Friday, oh my god, this is so awkward. So I don't know if you guys have went to Twitchcon before, but it's my first time, so I didn't know. But apparently, at the venue, when you're about to pick up your pass, because you could have done it on Thursday, but obviously we didn't have time on Thursday, so we did it on Friday, the day of. So there's 2 different lines, right? There's one line for like community, and there's one line for partner. But the partner line was like empty, so so in my head I was like, maybe that's like partner, but like not like Twitch partner. Maybe like partner as in like a different partner. I don't know. So me and Koi were about to line for the community one, but then that line was so long, so I decided to be a big girl and I asked one of the employees and was like, is the partner line for Twitch partner or what is that for? And then he's like, yup, that's for Twitch partners. So me and Koi had to do like an awkward goodbye, and I had to awkwardly go through that very long zigzag line all by myself, because I was not kidding you, that line was empty. And everyone, I had a weird main character moment, by the way. It was half embarrassing and half like, hell yeah, but it was mostly embarrassing. So everyone else is like standing in the community line, and it was a really long line, and then there was just me awkwardly walking through the partner line by myself. There was nobody there. So I got my badge and I got my my armband, and I was just waiting for a Koi, right? But it was so embarrassing because obviously I had a mask on and everything. I was going undercover, but it was still embarrassing because in my head I thought there was way more partners, because anybody can be a partner if they, you know, if they grind for that, right? So I thought there was gonna be way more partners, but no. So it was a very weird, awkward moment. I was the only person sifting through that long zigzag to get to my badge. Anyways, once we got our badge, we went inside the venue. I kid you not, I didn't think I was going to a con. I thought I was going into a club. That place was filled with smoke. It was so much smoke, and it was really dark, and it was really loud music, just like the entire time. And I was like, cool, are we at the right place? Because it did not look like a con, it looked like a nightclub. So yeah, literally L smoker for the venue, bro. It was so smoky, I couldn't hear anything. And we were trying to meet up with Stash too, and I could barely hear him over the speaker. Like, I could not hear him what he was saying. But anyways, Friday, oh my god, listen, when I tell you guys, if you guys didn't go, it's okay. If you're going as a viewer, it's really boring. There was really not a lot going on. The only thing that we were looking forward to is the fill-in battle bot, as well as the opening ceremony, which we missed, by the way, because we went there too late. So the things I wanted to see, I didn't see anything. So yeah, I heard the battle bots also didn't go smoothly, so there wouldn't have battle bots anyways. From my knowledge, it didn't really happen. So, but yeah, if you were sad because you couldn't go to TwitchCon, don't be sad, because there was literally nothing. I don't know why TwitchCon is as popular as it is, and why the tickets are so expensive, because usually at an anime convention, you expect things like different panels, or you get like different like events, and like there's a lot of things going on at the same time. TwitchCon, yes, there's a lot of things going on, but it's really very much creator focused. It's not really like fan focused, if you know what I mean. There was a lot of like, oh, how to be a... What was the saying? Hold on, I kind of forgot. What was the saying, guys? Oh, boring for non-creators. Yes. Okay, maybe I just wasn't looking at the right place. But I think if you were just there as a viewer, I don't think you would have had a lot of fun. There are a lot of meet and greets, by the way. However, I'm sure you guys all heard the stories about how, like, you know, creators' time getting cut short, or just overall, just things are not going smoothly, or like with disaster with the Emiru. Bro, on Friday, we saw, I didn't know that happened until much later, because in the venue where the meet and greet was being held, there were like, well, obviously there's a lot of other things going on. There's like a lot of like booths of like, I don't know, there's a lot of things going on, so I didn't know that happened until much later, but we did see like 20 security guards, and I was like, why are so many security? Like, it was a big group of securities walking around. I think they were like looking for somebody. I think that's what happened after the Emiru incident, because they were looking for this guy, but we didn't know. We just saw security with their dogs, like, and we were getting really concerned. Like, did anybody like bring a knife? Did anybody bring a bomb? Like, what the hell? So yeah, Amazon security got involved. Was it Amazon? Okay, I didn't know that, but it was really, really concerning. Yeah, F you Twitch. It was it felt so icky because I heard Chibi also mentioning how like at the security at the very when you like enter the gate, they have to like ask you to take your mask off, and like I get it, you know, it's for security, but if there are confirmed guests, if they are confirmed guests for an official meet and greet thing, don't you have like special something where they can like, you know, let you do a security check in a private way? Like, I thought they would do that. I had to take off my mask, but then again, didn't know who I was, so that's fine. I didn't announce my arrival to TwitchCon. But for something like Chibi, who really values her anonymous thingy, and she's coming for official meet and greet. Like, she has a thing there. Don't you think the Twitch staff should have like a whole different line or the whole different area for like private checking? I don't know. It was just so weird. You would think so, right? You would think so. And then the whole thing with her meet and greet too. I feel so bad because a lot of fans came there for their creator, and each line was very long. Like I remember Koi wanted to go see Lily and Iron Mouse, but the lines were just so long that we just gave up. But can you imagine being a fan who the whole reason you came here, you paid $200 for that stupid TwitchCon ticket just to see your fans, but everything gets cut short and your gifts to the fans get thrown away. Like, it's so annoying because how many years has it been? It's my first TwitchCon, yes, but TwitchCon has been a thing for many years. Like, you still haven't gotten this shit. You still haven't figured it out. Like, come on. And I was just there chilling. I had to have fun. But can you imagine being one of the fans who's your sole reason for coming? Because the panels are boring. A lot of them don't even apply to us. Don't apply to viewers. Can you imagine going all the way here just to get denied like that? Like, bruh, like Twitch skill issue, it's crazy. Been getting worse from what I have heard and seen. Bro, I know he's my boss, but my Twitch boss. Did you see that one clip where he was partying somewhere? I don't know which party it was. It might have been like the Mythic party. I'm not quite sure. But he was like on stage flipping a girl and then he just dropped her. That was so cringe. So Friday was the Emilu disaster, which I found out later. But during Friday, gamer subs. Hey, listen, I am a partner, okay? And I got invited to a something. You're here for your fisting? Not today, buddy. Today is not a fisting day. I'll fist you tomorrow, though. I'll come back again tomorrow. Gamer subs invited me to a special dinner. I'm not gonna say who was there because, again, you know, I don't know if it's secret or whatever. But I met a lot of people. Here's the funniest part, because I'm new. I'm still new to the sphere. I don't know who anybody looks like IRL. Like, obviously, there's no doxing, but like, I would imagine for big VTubers, they have already met each other in past cons. But this is my first con, so when I got invited to dinner, I went in and I was like, I see all these people, I don't know who's who. So I went back out with Koi was my +1, so I brought Koi with me. And I had to ask, I think his name was Burrito. I think he's a streamer too. I believe that he works for Gamer Stuff as well. So I asked Burrito, like, hey, can I see the list of the attendees? Like, who is there? Who is going? I was like, are there any VTubers coming? Because I don't know anybody. So he showed me the list. There was a lot of VTubers. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to say who's going, but a lot of them you know these VTubers. I know these VTubers. We all know these VTubers. But yeah, and there was actually a lot of people. So I'm like, okay, phew, that's great, but I still don't know what they look like. So I awkwardly went back in, and I was like, I wonder who's this and who's that. And thankfully, I did match name to face for a few people, and then they introduced me to the other people. Be like, oh my god, it's you! Or like, oh my god, Aqua, this is so and so. I'm like, oh my god, it's you! It's like the entire night was just me going like, oh, I know you. And like, it was so interesting because it's like obvious immersion ruined, but I have collabed with these people before. I collabed! You can't recognize voice? Obviously not, because it's so loud in there. Everyone's talking, so no, I could not recognize the voice. I recognized one person very, very well. I'm not gonna say who, but I recognized them. But overall, everyone else was just like, oh, hi, I'm Aqua. And then they're like, oh, hi, I'm so-and-so. I'm like, oh my god, it's you! We talked before! But yeah, it was really awkward, but it was really interesting. And I met some of my Oshis there too. My Oshis were there as well. So that was really cool, right? And then one of them at the end of the day, because we were waiting for our Uber to bring us back home at the end of the dinner, which, by the way, everyone else is going to Mythic Party, but I was not invited. Again, where do you get these links, man? Where do you get the invites? Like, how do you get invited? How do you get invited? No one invites me to anything. Anyways, who has access to all these parties? Bro, you should have invited me too. Oh shoot. Okay, guys, BRB. I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quickly. I'll be right back.
Everyone should drop a like and subscribe.